What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, a trading coach. I will be doing a live trading session, live analysis, live discussion about trading psychology, fundamental, technical, as well as live trades. Any trades coming along the way will be opening. As you can see, as I mentioned earlier, that today is a very good day for trading. Starting from today, there will be 3 days of very volatile. And today we started, as I mentioned, that today also we started with a good trading opportunity. Earlier we had profitable trades. Now I want to have more on along the way. So before I begin this session, very important session, give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So let's begin with gold. We see that gold, in fact, are showing locally bullish price action. Okay, this is the 1 hour chart, just has closed. Now there is a news coming up on CAD later that could lead gold to be very volatile. Now what I see that on the lower time frame, gold, just a couple of minutes ago, there is a liquidity candle here, there's a bullish candle. Okay, so what I see that gold is highly volatile now, which is showing locally bullish. Now if I look at the daily on gold, what we saw that early today, the price, in fact, after this previous day's bullish candle, it looked like the price might break down, but it didn't do that. We see that there is a strong rejection from the support on gold. Now with that rejection, what I think that gold may continue to rise towards the upside, which is very likely to happen. Now you can see this is a strong impulse on gold, followed by, we saw that this is the daily price action, which is also bullish price action on gold. Now with that, so far on the daily, this is the daily price action and still not closed, but the way I see that now gold might go to the 20 EMA. It after rejecting from that zone, it was coming down, but again you saw that the market again revert back from this support level, now giving a high probability for upside movement on gold. Now from the 4 hour, you can see the price is forming series of higher low along this line, and with that series of higher low creation, gold in fact has a massive bounce on the lower time frame to the upside. And I think that you can see there is a huge imbalance in that area with this long wick candle. Now if we draw this level on gold in this zone, we can see that gold in fact might go ahead and hit that resistance zone, and with that resistance, we might see that gold is going and hitting that resistance level. Now if we look at on the 5 minutes, we can see that gold from the 5 minutes perspective is also bullish, showing significantly bullish here. We saw multiple times the price, you see that with this long wick candle, there is a strong rejection. Now with that rejection, the price has formed a double bottom, and with the double bottom formation, we saw that gold now bouncing towards the upside. Now with that bounce, what I think that gold may continue to rise in that direction. So if we closely look at this price action, what we see that from the bigger picture perspective, this is a from the daily, we see there is a potential bullish move ahead, and from the 5 minutes, the market structure is forming a bullish. And as the news is coming later today, I think anytime we will find an entry opportunity on gold. Hopefully from the 15 minutes also, we see that gold is showing potentially bullish. So I want to see at least on the 15 minutes time frame to give us a strong liquidity grab from this support. Now you can see this 15 minutes price action forming series of higher low and breaking towards the upside, and you could see that gold in fact moving towards the upside in that direction. So there is a very high probability for gold to continue to rise in that direction. So if we look at this neckline here, okay, so this is a very important level that we saw gold has broken. This is the long-term resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. Now with that resistance on gold, what we see that the market, this resistance turns support here, and we can see that the market is, this resistance and support has a bounce. Now we can expect gold to continue to rise in that direction. This is what I'm expecting. I'll wait for gold to give me an entry point. Early today we had a trade, this one, as you can see, we had a trade a bit earlier. We closed, but we closed with profit. That's the key points. As I mentioned, that starting today very volatile, and we closed that gold trade with profit, and I want to have more along with many other trades that coming along the way. Aussie yen we opened, but we closed. Also that one has dropped in the direction. So this JPY pairs breaking down. Let's see. Now going back to gold again to see, looks like that we might find an entry on this one. Let me see. Okay, there is a gap opening with the doji. Right, so if we look at this 1 hour price action on gold, we can see that, yeah, from lower time frame the market is forming. This is the 1 hour chart. As you can see on gold, there is a double bottom, a long wick candle here, and then gold has broken towards the upside. Highly likely that gold will continue to rise in that direction, so we'll be waiting for an entry. The structure is bullish here. You can see the price has come down to this trend line that we expected, to this support level, and from that support we can see that gold is in fact forming series of higher low along this area. Now series of higher low, and we could see that the market is going up to test this long-term resistance on daily resistance level. So any entry point will be appreciated. Let's see gold, how they give us an entry. We see that bullish directional bias. We need to see the entry point. Let me know in the chat, guys, which one you're up to. There even gold, yeah, absolutely. Mila, good morning, how are you? I'm good, thank you very much. Happy to be here with you. Thank you, Mila. You're welcome, appreciate it. Good morning, Ashu, thank you very much. Good morning. Good. Hi coach, thank you very much. Coach, one question, does EVA is for MT4 both? Hugo, EVA is for both MT4 and MT5. You can choose both of them available with them. So let me give you a link for EVA Trade. They are regulated broker, our recommended broker. You can use EVA Trade. So if you are looking for regulated broker, then we recommend to use the EVA Trade link. I have given in the chat, and also there is a link in the description area. You can use EVA Trade. Click the link, register for free, and start trading with a regulated broker, with a no commission broker. So now we see that from 5 minutes the market is breaking towards the upside on gold, and I think that as the news is coming, we might see the market may continue to rise. This structure, I didn't see this candle, but this structure is a typically bullish. If we see that a bit more pullback, will be a good entry point. Let me see. So if we look at the news calendar to see what is happening later, So looking at the news calendar on CAD, 10:30 p.m. coming CAD, and then 12 a.m. tonight USD. Okay, so very volatile. Dollar CAD going to be very volatile. Let me look at the dollar CAD to see what it is doing now. Looking at that dollar CAD, okay, because dollar CAD in fact is a bull market. Now the way I see dollar CAD market, guys, is a very strongly bullish market. Okay, if we look at the bigger picture, monthly time frame, we can see that from the monthly perspective, the market is forming series of higher low along this area. Now from the monthly bullish, if we look at the weekly, we can see the same thing. There is a strong bullish candle with a long wick at the top, and what we see that, you know, dollar CAD from the weekly also showing bullish, okay, forming series of higher low along this direction. And you can see that there's a double bottom. The price has broken to the upside with this weekly bullish candle, and we saw the market this week so far has come back down to this previous resistance turn support here. Resistance turn support has formed a long wick candle, and I think that, you know, dollar CAD may continue to rise in that direction. Okay, so if we look at the daily, from the daily perspective, we can see that USD CAD showing potentially bullish. Okay, so this is the daily price action with this consolidation, impulse, again consolidation, impulse, again consolidation. So the market is forming series of higher high and higher low, okay, which is typical bullish. And we see that with this narrow doji previous day, dollar CAD has a bounce, and I think that this market highly likely that will continue to rise in that direction. So we see there is a consolidation and breakout, okay, and we see with this neckline the price has, this is a typical bullish pattern. You can see has broken the swing low. This is what also expected, as you have seen in my weekly forex forecast. This is what I mentioned, the price is likely to break this swing low, and then the price to likely to, you know, gather liquidity and then to continue to rise. So dollar CAD has formed bullish, and as the news is coming, we could see that USD CAD giving potentially upside movement. So any kind of, you know, pullback during the news, if we see that the market has managed to break down for a liquidity grab, will give us an opportunity for buying on USD CAD. So we look for potential bullish trading opportunity in dollar CAD. No problems. Thank you very much. Awesome. Don, can you please explain why you want short on Aussie yen? Yeah, absolutely. I'll explain that, Rico. Hi, coach. What do you mean by close at entry? Okay, so we'll be discussing that. No problem. So, you know, Aussie yen. The reason I have, you know, called for short on Aussie yen is, let me replay that candle so that you guys can understand it and learn it from here. So we see that Aussie yen, this is the candle that has formed. Now firstly, Aussie yen, you can see that grabbed significant liquidity. Okay, this is a liquidity grabbing back to back two. There's one here, and the price has grabbed liquidity again here. Okay, back to back two candles grab liquidity on Aussie yen, followed by, we have seen that there is one here. This is the previous session's candle that has called out, and with that candle, what we saw that Aussie yen has formed a candle with a half body, half long wick candles. Now with that candle, what we saw that Aussie yen tested this previous support here, turning resistance multiple times. So basically we saw there is one here, liquidity grab, massive drop, there's one here, there's one. So we saw that multiple times the price grabbing liquidity, okay, and then there is a reversal pattern here, okay. With all of them, we saw that Aussie yen has formed a potential for bearish. Now with this candle close, we saw that the market has formed a long wick candle at the bottom, healthy body, highly likely that could continue to drop, and it did that, though you closed earlier anyway. So you look for another one, and it worked out well. By the way, it's all about, you know, not a single trade. It's all about, you know, understanding, learning, growing as a trader. This is why I mentioned you guys, join the Forex Trading Wizard Academy, link in the description area. You know that Don is also our member. So if you want to be part of this trading community, there is a link in the description area. You can visit the website, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. Click the link, join lifetime access plan to access everything that we have in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So looking at that point, thank you very much. I'm good. How are you? Thanks for that. So let me see now what gold is doing. We see that movement to the upside. Okay, so with this doji formation, we can see that gold, okay, we can see gold from the bigger picture. This is the resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, turn support, didn't test yet. You know, I'm waiting for a bit more drop, and we can expect to go long. If we look at the daily, this is the daily price action, and I think that we should be able to see a bit more upside on the daily. Even it could reach that daily 20 EMA, where this is a very important area here, and highly likely that, you know, gold may continue to rise in that direction, reaching that daily 20 EMA zone. So we could see potential for upside on gold. Okay, so if we look at this price action here on this one, yeah, so the price, you can see now coming down for a deeper pullback. This is the neckline, okay, a very important level of resistance, turning support here. And from the 5 minutes, if we look at, okay, the price has formed this, you know, bullish market structure. And let's see, you know, I want to see that it tested this one properly and giving us an entry candle. Is very important, finding an entry candle. Okay, now if you know, it's a, when it is a day trading, it is very important that, guys, that you pay attention. Okay, keep in mind that finding an entry candle sometimes a bit hard, but you need to be, you know, patient. Okay, day trading is all about patience. If you are impatient, chances that you might be losing. Okay, and for those who have a dream to be a day trader, then I will invite you to click the subscribe button for free content coming this weekend. I'll be explaining how to be a day trader. Okay, everything step by step, okay, in a compacted video. It's a short course for those who really want to be a day trader. So make sure guys you subscribe to the channel, okay, and also press that bell button. Wait for the content that coming up this weekend in London and New York session time. So if you want to have that access that for free, just subscribe and press the bell button. I'll be explaining everything about being a day trader. Now this is, you know, the gold trade. As you can see, gold price action now coming down. Let it break down again, and then we'll see that where we can find an entry opportunity. So far for me, you know, possible bullish. Looking at the 1 hour, okay, so you see that move have happened. Let's see where you can find an entry. So this is a 1 hour chart, guys. What I'm trying to see, the market has a retest. This is the, you know, 1 hour bullish candle, followed by it's a narrow candle here. Okay, so we'll keep that watching for gold. Let me see in the meantime. Hi coach, US oil analysis. Yeah, absolutely. What time frame you always looking, coach, in finding entry? 15 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, there even. So mainly, you know, it depends on what instrument I am trading and what kind of, you know, trading I'm doing. So basically I look for, is if I am trading gold, you know, I mostly look at 5 minutes and 15 minutes on gold only, and other instruments such as on most of the USD pairs and JPY pairs I trade on 4 hour. But even I trade on 4 hours, some of our trade hit very fast the profit target. The reason is, you know, also GBP JPY I trade some, you know, 15 minutes if I find good entry. But what I found is that 4 hour is very good signal, especially on the, you know, other instruments such as, let's say, WTI, NASDAQ, US30, all the USD pairs. If you look at the dollar CAD, you can see that these signals are very reliable. Okay, you can see there is a bullish candle multiple times, liquidity grab, rejection. These are reliable trade alert, and as you can see, every one of them worked out well. Okay, any one of them you trade is in fact is a very nice reliable trade alert. Now if we turn on our TF indicator, in that area we can see that for using TF indicator also I recommend 4 hour, especially if you're using on the currency pairs, because that is where you can see most of the trade. And trading on 4 hour is neither too early, like too small time frame, nor too bigger time frame. You have time to decide, you have time to do the analysis, and also it gives a good return within a short time. That's why, you know, I love trading on the 4-hour time frame as well as on the 5 minutes. If it is, let's say, gold, I trade mostly on the 5 minutes because gold is very volatile. Okay, you can see that gold is volatile, and gold is in fact you can see that this market is very predictable. Gold on the 5 minutes, when it grab liquidity, it becomes like a fluid. Okay, trading gold was hard for me. There was a time, I mentioned earlier that I lost 100k in just one night trading gold. Okay, and that gave me the strength to see why gold market behave like that. And I spent a lot of time in front of the chart, in the live chart, to see how gold behave, and that gold behave very predictably. The reason is there is a lot of volatility in that instrument. There's a lot of volume. So when an instrument has a volume, you'll see the market moves very predictably, what I can say, because there's a lot of trader. And from that perspective, you see that the gold analysis that I do most of the time works very well. Sometimes goes wrong, that's a normal. And also trades, most of our highest success in gold. We all have, in all instrument we had success, but highest success on gold. Now this is today's trade on gold, as you can see, also close to its profit. And I'm waiting for another one with you guys in this live. As soon as I will find, I will be entering the trade. And this one during the London session, when the market was moving, I entered the trade. Now let me explain also that one, why did I enter the trade. Now if you look at, you can see that this market was dropping. This is also 5 minutes trade, has a strong drop, and then with the drop the market consolidated in that area, forming quite a few narrow dodges. Now with that dodgy formation, we saw that gold, in fact, you can see this is the resistance line, and the price grab liquidity multiple times, form narrower bearish candle, and this is where I have entered the trade. And in fact the price has dropped from that level aggressively. We had a bigger profit target, but that afterwards the market reversed. This is why we closed earlier. The goal here is to secure the profit, so we did that. And I want to see some more trades coming today. In the meantime, if you also want to trade with us and also learn our strategies, you can join us. There's a link in the description area, and also there's a link at the top of the chat, pinned at the top. Click the link, visit the website, click join now button, and you will be able to trade with us and also learn our strategies. Very good, thanks for that. Yeah, this is the main goal here, is to help you guys to make profit, to learn, to grow as a trader. And I would say that don't focus on one trade, don't focus on two trades, neither on 50 trades, but to build a strategy that is will give you, having a proven back-tested strategy that you use every day is like having a property. Okay, if you have a property, you can rent it and then you can have return, right? Like this. Having a smaller account and having a strategy, grow that account, or use that strategy for bigger account, even in a funded account. That's the best thing that I would say that a trader can do to be consistently profitable, which is very important. Now you can see in the 5 minutes time frame on gold, we see this move is happening. Let me see. Yeah, that's the way it is. Okay, so let's find out where we can find an entry. In the meantime, Darden, I'm a newbie and I'm trying to learn. Somehow came across your videos and I want to thank you for being so clear while explaining. So far you are best coach I have seen. Darden, thank you for that, and you are welcome here. This is, thank you for mentioning that the main goal here is to the when I create video, I always set an intention, because intention is the key, is to help trader. That's why it becomes clear. And there is a saying that Einstein said, that if you cannot explain something to a 5-year-old kid, then you don't understand. What I do, I understand. That's why I really can explain it clearly. And you guys also doing a great job paying attention to the things that really matters, because if you look at, there's a lot of BS out there, you will find it, and most of the time you'll see the things doesn't work at all. So here in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, we focus on the things that really matters. And if you look at, as a trader, if you are using a robot or anything like that, or expert advisor, it's a different. But if you manually trading, then one thing that we need to keep in mind, that we need to make a decision, right? Is a human. No matter how many strategy you have, you need to make a decision that comes from your brain, right? From your mind. And our mind is not designed for multitasking. Our mind is fully designed to focus on a single things. And the simplest way you can trade, the successfully you are. Keep in mind, the simplest strategy you have, which is proven, back tested, the successful you are. This is the key points that I think everyone can note down, is the simplest strategy. So that's why all our strategy is very simple. My TF strategy, one of my favorite trading strategy, is also the simplest strategy possible. Okay, it considers the market structure, liquidity, price action, and indicator. That's it. Okay, there is a certain way it has to be, which a trader, if watch once, he or she can trade it from next day, which is back tested, proven. That's why if you have a lot of confluences that you need to satisfy, if you trading a strategy, that will make you confused. Because as I mentioned, that before we sometimes take the trading decision, very short period of time, we need to decide that, okay, I'm gonna long, I'm gonna short, buying from here, which take a very little time. So that's why it is important that a strategy should be very simple, proven, and back tested. Okay, so let me see now. Okay, so let's see. As CAD news is coming, I think CAD news is released. We just discussing and CAD gone. Let me see what happened with the CAD. Okay, so CAD has been released, GDP, which is good for CAD. The expect forecast was minus 0.1%. actual is 0.00%, which is good. Okay, so now if we look at now let me look at the CAD. EuroCAD. Okay, dollar CAD, we saw that because the CAD became a little bit of better due to news, we saw the dollar CAD has a downside move. CAD became stronger. If we look at the AUD CAD, we see the same thing. So AUD CAD, this doji has a rejection. I think this market, if you look at the weekly, daily, highly bearish market, and we could see this market is dropping down on AUD CAD. Okay, so going back to gold, so CAD did not do much because we saw that there is a strengthening on the CAD. We will be looking at USD news because if you look at this one here on CAD, didn't impact much the price section. Okay, when dollar news is coming up 12 a.m. in my time, which is not a bit more than an hour, we will be looking for the entry. Okay, so let me see. In the meantime, we'll go back to gold back and forth because anytime we can find an entry. Okay, so again I'm going back to the so looking at the euro dollar, we saw that after the euro dollar candle close, quickly dollar pairs. Okay, very interesting. So we see that AUD USD is coming down, but euro dollar is moving up a bit more different. Let's look at DXY. Okay, will give us a clear idea. Now DXY, you can see that looking at the monthly on DXY, we can see that from the monthly DXY is a is a bullish market so far. We can see with this bounce, there is a strong bounce on the monthly on DXY. If we look at the weekly, we can see the same thing. There is a with this from this weekly support, okay, DXY had a massive bounce, okay, from this weekly support with this massive bounce. Now from that bounce, okay, we have seen that DXY is on the weekly resistance level. Okay, now on the weekly resistance, big move, narrow candle so far. If we look at the daily, then we can see what's happening here. This daily price action, market structure is bullish. So far we saw the impulse correction. The price is creating series of higher high and higher low, and we see that with that movement, the price on a level where in a resistance zone as well. So let me see on the lower time frame. Now from the 4-hour perspective, we see the DXY, see the support level on the 4-hour. There is a movement, and so we saw that there is a double bottom here. Okay, with the double bottom, the price has broken to the upside. We might see, you can see the price already crossed this low and forming a long wick candle. I think with the news we might see, because this candle will close with the news candle, and we might see a bit more down, and then we can expect again bullish move on DXY. So if we reflect it on the USDPS, looking at the GBP USD, the same way, very manipulative price action. You can see this happens when, especially when there is a monthly close, the price action become a little bit of manipulative, which it's a normal phenomenon in the market. If you look at the daily on GBP USD, we can see that after these 3 days of pullback, the price today again, after a little upside, has a rejection. If we look at the monthly, we can see the same thing. Weekly also we see the price has a rejection. Now if we look at the daily, from the daily perspective, this is the support level on the daily term resistance, and we saw the price has a drop. So from the lower time frame, from intraday, we can see that GBP USD, this is a double top, okay, has broken down, and now we can expect a retest of this neckline of this support as a resistance. Okay, so which is the key points here. This is the previous support, turn resistance. With that level we can expect Gbpusd to have another drop. So with the news we might see an upside, and then we could see again drop from this level. So this is where we will be waiting for an opportunity. Going back to gold again, guys, to see. Okay, so with this dodgy formation, there is a move. Okay, so let me see. In the meantime, we still not have any entry on gold. Thank God, coach. You always use 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, daily, weekly, and monthly time frame, but you don't use 45 minutes. 45 minutes. 45 minutes time frame. We can use many other time frame, right? 30 minutes, 40. If you want to use, you can use countless time frame, but these are popular time frame. That's why, because the time frame that is popular, most people uses, you will see that these are the time frame where you can find and a lot of trading opportunity. Okay, so it is important that you look at, let's say 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, they are very popular. 30 minutes also. 45 minutes, some people look at 2 hours, 8-hour candle. So it depends on everyone's trading style, also timing, but the one that I use is most popular and from very early, which give me a very high probability setup. Coach, do you think a $25 investment can grow up? Absolutely, why not, Dar? I would say that a smaller investment is better, because if you grow a smaller account, you actually have less emotional connection, which is better, and then you can grow that account for bigger profit target, okay, which is good. Very good. So you are long gold, that which is good. Gold is showing that typical this bullish market structure. GBP CHS, absolutely. Very good, Jack. Thank you very much for your mentioning. Appreciate it. USD, yeah, US oil. Okay, so in the meantime, we see a bit more volatility on gold and all other instrument. There is a candle close coming also. Let me see the US oil. Now US oil, we can see that there is a massive rejection. If we look at the bigger picture from the monthly on US oil, we can see that from the monthly perspective, this is a very strong bearish price action on the monthly on US oil. You can see this is the resistance here. Okay, from the monthly there was a middleman on the monthly. Now with that middleman, the price has a strong rejection towards the downside on US oil on the monthly, and the price is almost nearly the monthly support. I think that we could see further drop. Now if we look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective, US oil is bearish. So you see with this gap opening and breakout after liquidity gap has formed this bearish price action followed by a correction. It is in another drop. So US oil currently in a breakout situation, so you could see further drop. Now if you look at the daily, This is the daily price action. You can see there is a daily bearish candle followed by a narrow gap, and we can expect this price to continue to drop, which is typically bearish. So if we look at further lower time frame, we can see that there is a huge drop, narrow correction, another drop. So I think that WTI may continue to drop in that direction. So there is a high probability for WTI to continue to drop. Okay, we could see that this market may continue to drop in that direction. So you could see that WTI coming down for deeper drop, which is highly likely to happen. Okay, so already in a breakdown phase. So if we look at a very lower time frame for potential opportunity, we can see how the market is doing. Okay, there is a multiple times you see that liquidity gap. You know, this market a very clean. I normally like to trade this kind of market, you see, because very clean trend. If you look at some other areas, for example here, it's a very manipulative and choppy. Okay, this is why understanding market structure is so important, and I recommend you guys give a like and also subscribe to the channel, press that bell button, because this weekend I will be releasing some important content. One of them is how to be profitable day trader. Okay, I know that many of you are dreaming to be a day trader. I was also in that same position, and over time I learned there was a pitfall that I could avoid. So I will explain everything how to be a profitable day trader, and to access that for free on YouTube. I will be releasing premiering during the weekend. Make sure you stay subscribed, press that bell button, and also stay tuned on that video. So I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds so everyone have time to do. Okay, awesome, thank you. So we'll be looking at now on going back to gold again. Okay, so let me see what it is doing here. There's a 4-hour candle close coming up. Okay, five minutes price action still not stronger. We might see further liquidity gap, or let's see how this one is closing will determine if it is going to be bullish. Can we see that? Okay, so let me see if we can have an entry. Right, I'm going to let me see. Not that much. You see that the bulls are not getting enough strength. So yeah, I was planning to buy according to the liquidity candle, but it's not as strong, so I'm not going to do that. The candle is not strong enough for potential bullish. Leave it as it is. We'll be looking at that later. So we'll be, in the meantime, Okay. Okay, there is a candle close. Let me see all of them, guys, to see in fact. Okay, so Aussie had bearish, has a strong rejection. Aussie yen also has formed a bearish price action. Let me see all of them to see, guys, how they are doing. Double doji on NZD CAD. Okay, if we see that gold has come down for a deeper pullback, we might find an entry. Let's see. Can you see that downside? Might see the locally some downside, and then it might form that candle that you are looking at. It's really important to see. So it's forming a long wick candle on the 5 minutes. was weakless candle here. Yeah. Okay, so wait for a bit more, testing this 20 EMA or coming down. Let's see how this 15 minutes candle is closing. Could go long. Let's see how this one is closing, and then okay, so what we'll do is I'll be going long on gold. Okay, from here stop loss will be below this low, and TP target I'll keep on near the daily 3 to 1, which will be 3 to 1. Yeah, this will be the TP target near the daily resistance, and I'll send the same trade to all the students trading with us as well. Now keep in mind, everything here is only for educational purpose. We might see possible downside as well, so make sure anyone putting in demo or manage your risk. So the stop loss here 1960.35 TP at keep 3 to 1 as the news is coming. Okay, so once you open, because the 4-hour candle close coming, if we see that massive movement to the upside, we'll be taking some profit. Okay guys, give a big thumbs up. We are running in profit now. Okay, all right, so we are running in profit. After going up, we will be taking partly profit and move the stop loss at entry, or move the stop loss further to make the trade risk free. This is the second trade today. So this is the second trade on gold. We had early today one, and yeah, hopefully that this one, expecting it to work out. At 4-hour candle close coming, we see that gold is aggressively bullish, and I'm expecting it to break to the upside and then to go give us the profit that we are expecting. Now if you look at, yeah, so 15 minutes candle is also showing bullish. All right guys, so you can see that gold is going in good profit now. Awesome. This is what I say, because trading is all about being patient. Okay, let it move up, and then we'll take half of the profit, and then we'll move the stop loss here to reduce the risk. Okay, let me know how many of you are running the trade. And now the price is heading a resistance line. This is also you need to keep in mind. There is a resistance. want it to continue to rise, guys. Okay, Okay. All right, which is expected. Need to see a spike towards the upside, and then we will be closing partially, moving, or closing fully based on the price action. Let me see, because it's, you see, this is a kind of dynamic resistance coming up. Okay, so if this current candle cannot break this high, we need to take the profit, because it might respect this resistance and could try to come back to the support again, which is a probability. So that's why we want to see that the market is breaking towards the upside and creating a new higher high, so which is happening. But at the same time, we see that some weakness also coming. Okay, which is expected. So as soon as I'll take the profit, I'll let you know, guys, that now this is a resistance line, you can see. Okay, if it cannot, if it's not showing a strong bullish price action, there could be sideways movement. As of with the news coming, we should be able to see the market creating a new higher high. Okay, so the price action, guys, is still not that much of impressively bullish. Let's see. Okay, I want to see that it is breaking to the upside. Okay, if it managed to break to the upside, we should be able to see new higher high. Okay, and the other way around. So okay, so we see that you can see this is a resistance, and from the lower time frame, price on a resistance, smoothly on the resistance, and okay, so I'll be closing out, okay, because the price action is not that much of impressive. Okay, we'll enter again. Okay, we'll be entering again, either at entry or with the profit, or I'm gonna close. Okay, so what did you do? Let me know. Okay, we'll be discussing coach dollar yen. Absolutely. My coach, thank you, Zofia. Thank you very much. Thanks, coach, for getting trade now, at least in conference opening. No problem, star. That's fine. Okay, so thank you. Okay, so gold looks to me that this is a resistance line. The price is coming down again for deeper pullback, so we are out, and we'll be opening again if we see, once we will find that. Okay, you can see the price, once the price hit that resistance, we might see that the market again going up. So from the 1 hour, you can see that this is a 1 hour price action. Okay, and this is a head and shoulder. Okay, so problems. Thank you. We'll be entering again once we will find this price action. Little bit of little bit of risky. You can see that the way we expected, it didn't do that. So you can see the market. This is a dynamic resistance line. There is a probability for local breakdown. Okay, might come to that zone before going to that resistance line. So once you will find that, and you will be entering again. Protecting the capital is the most important part. In the meantime, let me see what others as the news is coming. At all of them. GBP CHF is a very strongly bull market. Just looking at all of them. So WTI has a rejection from the support level. Okay, and if you look at this daily, see that US30 and NASDAQ. So NASDAQ has formed head and shoulder. Let me see what it is trying to do. Now monthly candle closing, as you can see on NASDAQ, and if you look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective, NASDAQ has a from this resistance line, the price slowly dropping down. And if we look at the daily, we can see that there is a doji, and from the doji area, NASDAQ has a rejection because the monthly close. I think that NASDAQ will have a further drop. Now there is a head and shoulder in that area, you can see. Okay, so I think that NASDAQ might be reversing. Now keep in mind that head and shoulder, double bottom, double top are very, very important when they formed in an important area. Now what I see that this NASDAQ on the 4 hour, this head and shoulder has formed in a significant level where you can see there is a head, left left shoulder, right shoulder. So with that head and shoulder formation, I think that Nasdaq might be locally reversing, and with the reversal we might see the price may come down for bigger drop, okay, which is high probability to happen. I think from the weekly perspective, the Nasdaq might be coming to this liquidity zone again, which is the previous swing high, previous resistance, turn support. From the weekly, if we look at daily, we can see that the same thing, okay, previous resistance, turn support here on Nasdaq, and you can see there is a long doji. The price in fact has dropped a lot. So in that head and shoulder, I see the potential downside on Nasdaq. Okay, so let's see, gold again bounced up, okay, again backed up. Okay, so 15 minutes doji. See, this is a significant level of resistance. Little bit of struggle will happen here. That's why we closed out. Once we will find again entry, we'll be looking at that. Okay, in the meantime, let me know, guys. We are trading, doing the analysis, learning. What about your trading psychology? Let me share your experience, how you are doing with your trading psychology nowadays. Are you good at holding the trade? Are you experiencing fear in your trading or greed? What kind of emotion you experience? Is important that introspection also a little bit important as a trader. Thanks for coach, appreciate no bonus. What would you take dollar yen buys at the current zone? We'll be looking at that. Let me see the dollar CAD. Dollar yen is in a little bit in a consolidation. Okay, you can see, you look at the 1 hour, we see the market is in a consolidation. Okay, from here a bit more hard to see the way to which way to trade, but once it will manage to break out of the consolidation, we should be able to find the entry point on dollar yen. Okay, gold is on the, yeah, we'll be looking at that gold on the weekly high resistance. Yeah, if you look at the weekly, we see that. From the daily pardon me, gold is from the daily as well, which is yeah, showing bullish. So I look at all time frame, because when you look at all time frame, you get the point which way the market might be heading. Okay, so gold, Mohit, first when I didn't know what that much, it was easy to take a trade for me, but now after learning and understanding, it becomes hard for me to enter in the market. Can you tell me what to do? Okay, this is, you are not alone. I'm sure that many of you in that journey, but I would say that that's a positive sign. Okay, that's a positive sign that, you know, it's sometimes hard for you to enter the trade. If you look at, you know, from trading psychology perspective, most trader lose money because of over trading. Okay, over trading, the faster you will become to enter a trade, the better. Okay, so it is important that I would say that it's a positive trade developing, is because the more you learn, you will understand how market moves. But sometime, okay, we become freeze, which also happens. I will explain why it happens. It happens is because it's another reason behind it. If I explain that why this happens, sometimes you'll see that suddenly you feel like not opening any trade and you fear to enter a trade. That this is a different story. Let me tell you why this happened. You see, this is our brain. Okay, everything happened from the brain, right? The way we think, we do, things happen. So in our brain, okay, now every experience that we have, our brain remembers. Okay, register it, either it's something pleasant or something not pleasant. Okay, now every experience, brain register how it happens. If we had a suddenly, let's say, a losing trade, two losing trade, three losing trade, or maybe a big loss in a single trade, that may happen. Now brain experience it as a pain. Okay, it's true, it's pain, because the capital that you are putting on the market is your hard-earned money, and money is the highest emotional content. Okay, that's why so many people repel money. Okay, don't attract money, being honest. Okay, now why does this happen? Because the brain register it as a little bit of painful experience. So the brain, you know, function as a pain and pleasure principle. Okay, so wherever find pleasure, midbrain, you started to attract more of that. Wherever you'll find pain, you started to avoid on that. Okay, this is how the brain works. So, and because of that, sometimes you feel like that you freeze, not to open any trade. Okay, now how to overcome? What I would say, that if that's happened, take a break and then consciously open couple of trades. That will help you to again get back on track, because once you started to win, you feel like, okay, that's gonna happen. So, you know, this is where the trading is, because of that reason, is so hard for some to be profitable, because when we win couple of trades, the brain register it as a pleasant experience and want to get more, and then we start over trading. When couple of trades losing, brain think it as a painful experience, try to avoid it, or fearful to open any other trade. So because of that, what I would say, that this, the only way you can do is by being conscious. Okay, taking conscious action to make better choice, stick to the game, and give yourself some time so that you can learn it and you can grow as a trader. It's all about being patient. Okay, patience is the key to be any kind of trader. You see that we talk a lot, we open trade, but we do open trade. Early today we had a gold trade. Now we open one. This one was profitable. This one is, I execute with some little profit. Probably you are at entry or with little profit, but at the end of the day, two trades in a day or three trades, I think that's enough to be profitable if you make the right choice, right trade. And because of that, patience is the key. Now if you are struggling from patience, which is very normal to happen in this current situation in the world, it is very normal to be impatient. I would say that you can practice any kind of exercise to help you to be patient. How many of you struggling from patience? Let me know in the chat. So, and also let me know what you think that would help to develop patience in trading. Okay, now, okay, are you in the trade? Okay, so your exit now. If you are not, then it's up to you. I'm now more confident in trading course since I'm always watching and watching all over again most of your videos and apply on the demo account. They're very good. Yeah, this is what expected. I would say that apply on your trading account, do experiment, use demo account, or if you are using a live account, keep it smaller and do a lot of experiment. Experiment is the key. Let yourself fail little. There is a massive move. Okay, what's happened? The news still didn't come, but you saw that there's a sudden move. Okay, the direction we are out of the trade. Okay guys, so if you want to learn our strategies, you can see that gold trade that we are out, but it's gone in the direction we didn't so in fact it has broken towards the upside. Okay, now 4 hour before the 4 hour before the news, so there has been something coming out in the market, so which make the gold to be volatile. Okay, so yeah, if you want to learn the strategy that we are trading and also be part of the trading community, you can join us. There is a link in the description, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. Visit us, join us to learn our strategies and also to trade with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Once you are our lifetime member, you will be here for lifetime, so it will really help you to be a consistently profitable trader in your trading journey. I think patience comes with good strategy which suits to the zone like this. We end. Yeah, absolutely, Michael. You are right. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is actually. It's a great realization. I think patience comes with good. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. So looking at now on, let me see what's happening. We see that so you see euro AUD coming down, euro NZD. Okay, GBP CHF has a bounce. I'm just looking at all of them, guys, to see what the market is doing. US oil, you can see from this um, a long rejection area, there has been another rejection, and we might see some upside slowly on US oil. The price has come to a very important support level. Okay, we might see that some bullish move on US oil. That one on Nasdaq again turning to the upside, but still before the monthly close. Okay, it's still not ready for a bullish move. Okay, let's leave that. US30, after this liquidity gap, now the price is coming down. I think it might create a new lower low now. We will leave that. Going back to gold, there is a breakout on gold. So gold, highly likely that will reach that daily 20 EMA today, which is very highly likely to happen. Right, gold is likely to reach daily 20 EMA 4 hour. If you look at, yeah, this is the dotted line, is where there is a daily 20 EMA. The price is heading to that zone. Okay, so the gold has a massive bounce. The directionally we are right, but we closed earlier. But let's see if we can find another one. It's very aggressive now. Okay. hovering, yeah. Now you can see the previous day's candle was a bullish candle. Today also the price has done the same, and as the news will be released in just 10 minutes, okay, there is a important thing to look at. If we look at the Forex factory calendar, tomorrow also there is a news coming on euro. And then USD. Okay, let's look at before the news. Which can you expect from this upcoming news? Okay, very good question, Hassan. So in the upcoming news, you know that this is a, if you look at this news is coming, which is 7 minutes. Look, the result no one can predict, okay, but from the price action what I see, because gold is going to be bullish, means that DXY is down, and if DXY is down means that the price, you know, the news might make DXY weaker. Now you can see that DXY is coming down, means that gold is bullish. And if you look at the overall picture on DXY, this market already create a massive impulse to the upside. You can see this is the, you know, weekly price action. There is a massive move, impulse to the upside. And if we look at the daily, we can see that from the daily perspective also an impulse correction. So the price is forming series of higher high and higher low, and you can see today so far the market has gone up, now coming down. So this could be a reversal call as well, which is a possibility, because when DXY has broken as the monthly close is coming, okay, it is possible for the price to, you know, reverse from this resistance line to come back to the neckline again on the monthly close. It will really depend on how the price action is doing. Okay, so if we look at the daily, this is the lower time frame. So I see possible, you know, there is a possibility for reversal on DXY that could lead gold to the upside. Okay, you can see this 4-hour time frame. If we delete all of them, our previous trade on gold, we can see that this pattern is a bullish pattern now. Okay, so we saw that gold market created this downtrend, which is a pullback. Now monthly close coming, it is possible for the price to again to return back to the upside, because if you look at this price action after triggering the an all-time high. Gold has come down to break this support. This is also I mentioned in many of my analysis. You have seen that gold did that. Now it is possible for gold to merge with the long-term uptrend. You can see from the weekly, the price in fact has formed this. Now after the 20 EMA retest, it's going up. Now you can see that from the weekly the price was moving along this channel, and that channel is broken towards the downside. Okay, we can expect a retest of this support as a resistance, and then we may see that rejection happen. So from the daily on gold, we can see from the daily there was with this doji, the price has come down, returned back. Now we could see that more possible to break this high. So this is the 4-hour candle which is closing, has broken all this resistance line, which may lead the price to the upside with the news also. Okay, okay, very good. Could this liquidity grab before heading down? Well, could this be for gold that you are saying this is a you see the 10 and 20 EMA crossover, so it still can be considered as a downtrend. Yeah, that's also possible that it's a liquidity and then down. See, we are not trading on the daily, definitely will not be thinking about it at the moment. For me, if we look at, let's say, even the 5 minutes, that's where we focus on. If we look at daily from directional bias, there are two probability to happen. You see this channel, very highly likely that gold at least will come to test this channel. Okay, now with that test, even you could see that market is doing like that and then coming down. So for me, at least we can expect now for the price to go bullish to the upside, probably will break this high, and then once we will see the market again creating another pattern, we can look for potential selling opportunity. Okay guys, so in the meantime guys, if you are looking for a regulated broker, there is a link in the description area, and also I'm giving a link in the live chat. You can our recommended broker is EverTrade. You can join EverTrade by clicking the link. They are regulated, so you can register for free and then trade with EverTrade. They're a safe broker, so your capital will be in the safe hand. So use the link to register for free and start trading with a minimum capital, and we recommend always to use a regulated broker. Okay, so now let me see here. Yeah, this is a on gold. You can see this is an inverted head and shoulder, okay, which is a bullish pattern. Okay, we saw that's what happened. As you can see that, yeah, so spike down for liquidity grab. See the spread. Okay, the spread turns to normal now slowly. Might see now if we look at again daily. Okay, the price, you can see that again coming to the daily support level. This is the daily low, might break the daily low again. See if we can find entry. If we look at how the news is impacting, so this one we closed, that's gone. I think Aussie yen might be bouncing. Okay, we see possible reversal on Aussie yen. Let me see the monthly. Okay, so from the monthly, let me see the Aussie yen, what's happening now. If we look at the bigger picture on the monthly on Aussie yen, this is a bullish market. Okay, we look at the weekly, we can see the price has come to this support level, forming bullish. From the daily also, the price has broken this local support, forming this pattern. Now for me, I think that Aussie yen, the way I see this is still 3 hours to go for this candle, but I think that Aussie yen might be reversing from this level. There is a reason, let me tell you why. Because firstly, you can see Aussie yen, typically it is a bull market, okay, creating series of higher high and higher low. Now if you look at this trend line, the price was moving along this channel in this trend line and respecting this resistance line here. Okay, so resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. Now with all of this resistance, we can see that Aussie yen has broken that support with this massive drop, and now with that break we saw that Aussie yen has come to this level where there is a smart money. Okay, this is a smart money zone where smart money bought. From that zone we saw that Aussie yen had a bounce. Now this is a long-term bullish market because it grabbed liquidity, means it gained momentum, and what I think that Aussie yen may continue, it's a double bottom on the 1 hour chart. There is a possible bullish move on Aussie yen. Okay, 42 pips stop loss. So Aussie yen, two to one will be a good trade. Okay, so yeah, I think that Aussie yen could be that way. Okay, for entry, still quite a few 3 hours remaining. So swing trading perspective can be traded or can be wait, but this one for me, it's looks to me that it's a bullish now. Okay, and this is a smart money area. Keep in mind, smart money area is very, very important. When the price bounce from a smart money area, this is where the high probability trades comes in place. So I will go long on Aussie yen with 2 to 1 reward to risk. Okay, and the stop loss on Aussie yen for me is around 48, 49 pip. Also, I'll be sending the same trade to the students. Okay, so Usdjpy. Might open in a bigger account, couple of accounts. Okay, so yeah, I'll explain now why did I open Aussie yen. Okay, I think this market, we saw that multiple times the price grab liquidity, but it's a long-term bull market. The way the price action has rejected, for me, I think Aussie yen will move. And yeah, so this is for me it's a I can say this is a smart money area. This is a swing trade, 2 to 1 risk to reward. It's in fact a good risk to reward, and this is a smart money area where the big boys board created this move, has come to the same level. Now if you don't know what is in a smart money area, I'll recommend you to join, subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you don't miss out the content that every week I'm posting on the free channel for the traders who following us. So where I explain everything about how the smart money works and everything. Now smart money trading is very, very important for understanding how the market moves. Okay, so we'll keep this as a swing trade, so we'll keep that running. Let's see how it does. If you anyone wants to see the update on that trade, also you can join the free Telegram channel. Okay, I'll give a link for the free Telegram channel in the live chat, guys. Make sure that you stay connected. So free Telegram channel. So you can click the link to join free Telegram channel. Also there is a link in the description area. You can join free Telegram channel for understanding to stay connected with Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Now dollar yen also has a bounce, so yen got weaker again. Okay, so with that Aussie yen just started its move. I'm expecting it to have a maintain this level, because the way I see this support is, for me, a bullish market. Is still, we see that almost 3 hours remaining, so we might see some up and down, but that's fine. You can see this price action. Okay, but AUD/USD is a different picture, bearish because of the strengthening DXY. Okay, so DXY reversed. Okay, still bullish. You can see after grabbing multiple times liquidity, DXY is bouncing up, so that is making that might make gold to the downside also. Okay, so DXY again showing strength. So if we look at the news result, you know exactly. So there is a job opening is around 10.1, where the expected was 9.41, so which is in fact better. Okay, good for currency, so that's why we saw the strengthening on DXY. Now because of that reason, we see this Gbpusd and all the instrument now started to move the other way. So we saw that dollar Swiss franc also have shown bullish move. Let me see if we can find any trade here. Okay, so AUD/USD for multiple times liquidity grab before the monthly close, we see that the market now forming bearish price action. So this movement on AUD/USD to the upside is a pure liquidity grab, which giving AUD/USD for high probability for potential drop. And if you look at the daily and bigger picture from the weekly, it is a downtrending market. If you look at the monthly also, we see that this is a highly bearish market. Anytime even we could see after the monthly close even a reversal to the upside. Other AUD pairs. Okay, Aussie yen, going back to it, let me see. From the 20 EM we see some rejection, but from lower time frame, from 5 minutes, as the monthly close is coming, Aussie yen for me is still showing bullish momentum. Okay, I'll keep that on. So most of the JPY pairs, GBP JPY, we saw that started to reverse from here. Euro dollar, after testing this level neckline, we see that the market slowly started to drop as DXY is getting stronger. So you see that euro dollar, AUD USD is showing bearish price action. So the yen moving the other way, no problem, leave it like that. We should see some up and down. So tomorrow monthly candle is closing. So in all of them we see euro dollar showing very bullish, bearish. Gbpusd also rejecting from the top. If you look at US30, US30, if we look at the daily, what do you see that from the daily perspective? Yeah, this is also showing significant bearish, okay, on US30. If we look at the weekly, also the price action is downside on US30. If we look at the monthly, we can see the same thing, the price is significantly bearish. So from the lower time frame, we can see that US30 from this resistance line has broken down. We could see that this market is coming towards the downside. As you can see, there is a liquidity gap here as well, and then the price started to drop. So US30 may continue to drop with that movement, and we can expect the US30 to drop further. I think it will drop to this support zone, okay, which is very highly likely to happen. So there is a further probability for US30 to continue to drop. Okay, so looking at Aussie yen again, we see that there is a, what's happening, let me see. Okay, so the price has come to the 1 hour opening and closing zone. So it might even test this neckline. should be able to see that bounce. Okay, so it formed an inverted head and shoulder, you can see here on Aussie yen, and we could see that the market is bouncing that way. Okay, I'm still it's very high probability still to be bullish, so we'll keep that trade running on Aussie yen, and okay, we'll keep that running. Let me see the gold in the meantime. Okay, so you see that gold again bouncing to the upside. Okay, closing and might come down for a deeper drop. Almost to the support level. Okay, we'll keep, because there is a monthly close, there will be a lot of up and down. Okay guys, so we'll keep looking at, let me see the we see that USD JPY, Euro AUD, all of them consolidating. So yeah, I'll keep that watching the price action to see what it is doing. Aussie yen, we see that it has come to the support level again, and you know, I still think that this price will continue to rise. We'll keep that trade running. I'll keep you updated what it is doing, unless okay, so we'll keep that running. In the meantime, let me see. Okay, we see that most of the pairs now, especially AUD USD, showing potential downside. Okay, AUD USD might be trending to the downside. Okay, so I will keep watching guys to see where we can find another opportunity, either in gold or in any other instrument. I will be trading, and also I'll be sending it to the students who are trading with us. Also, if you want to be part of our trading community, also you can visit us the website, and also join us to learn our strategies and also to trade with us. So join the free Telegram channel also to stay up to date. So with that said, I'm gonna end this session due to the time limit is already long, and I'll see you again guys tomorrow twice, as this is NFP week. So make sure you stay tuned, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content all the time coming up. With that said, thank you. I'll see you again tomorrow. I'll keep you updated everything, and until then, stay happy, always